You like it?
Yeah, they hate when you elevate. They stacking up losses, I'm handing them out. Yeah, I had to go delegate.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Damion Crier, back with another video. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, blessed, and amazing day today. Guys, if you have not subscribed to the Crier Family, all you gotta do is turn that bell on, guys. Also, I'm on Facebook. All you gotta do is press the follow button over there, and I will be dropping the links to my other YouTube channels in the description box down below. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful, blessed, and amazing day. Man, it's been so much crazy stuff going on in the celebrity world on the internet, man. What is going on? I remember, man, years ago, celebrities did whatever they could to make sure none of their personal business got out there on the internet. But now, social media, man, social media catches everything, man. Every single thing, man. But anyway, this video ain't about that, man. So I just put my little man down for a little nap. And you know, lately I've been having a craving for a cake. So I said, why not surprise my son with the cake, guys? It's not his birthday yet, but his birthday is in next month, just a little bit over a month. Damion will be turning 3 years old, guys. I'm very excited, man. I can tell he's excited. I can also tell that he is getting so big, man. Like, just when I be looking at him running around the house playing, man, I mean, he is just getting so freaking big. So last night I looked in the cabinet. I said, man, I got cake frosting, but I don't have cake. Now, I got this chocolate fudge icing I'm gonna be using to make this cake. I have this pan spray I'm gonna be using to coat my pan, which is right here. It's the tinfoil cake pan. I have the super moist cake mix, and I have 3 eggs that I'm gonna be using. I have a cup of water I'm gonna be pouring in here, and I have a cake batter because I do not have one of those things to spin around real fast. So let's see how to do this, man. This is actually, I think, my first time actually really in real life doing a video like this as far as making the cake. People always be asking when I be doing cooking videos, Mr. Crier, why don't you do videos baking food, baking cookies, baking cake? And I'm like, I'm not a very good baker. But today, I'm gonna be trying to bake this cake. So we're gonna first get into these instructions, guys. I'm gonna do this without my glasses on. It says, number 1, heat oven to 350, it's already heated. Number 2, mix cake. Okay, mix the cake, use water, which I have water, butter, I have butter, and eggs in large bowl. I have a large bowl. It says bowl with a mixer and medium speed, or beat vigorously by hand for 2 minutes. Pour into pan. Wow, so I'm gonna have to beat this for 2 freaking minutes, man. My hands is probably gonna get tired. So what we're gonna do, guys, I'm finna go get my little timer thing set up so I can already have the timer ready to start. I'm gonna use a stopwatch. So I'm gonna take my 3 eggs and set them right here. We're gonna open the contents of this pan real quick. I mean the contents of this box. I said pan. So I'm actually gonna use the chocolate because this is what it looks like on the box. And that's what I want my cake to look like. Now, here's the catch. If Damion don't like this cake, y'all know how children are. If Damion don't like this cake, it means this cake is nasty as hell. So, I'll go ahead and take this. Oh yeah, this is a nice hefty bag. Can't really use my teeth I'd be scared to use my teeth to tear stuff open since I got my veneers put in. Because these things are very sensitive, man. These veneers are extremely sensitive. They really are sensitive. Get rid of that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do the 3 eggs first. So we got, y'all like how I did that, don't you? Y'all like how I opened that egg up. We got 1, 2. And we got 3. I went ahead and preheated my oven before I got this started, guys. So kind of wonder how I should do the butter part, because it says use the butter, but the only butter I have is like the country crock butter in a bowl. So I'm wondering if I should like microwave the butter, you know what I mean, like put a little butter inside of a cup or something, microwave it for a few seconds, and then pour it over in there. I think that's what I'm gonna do. So we got a cup of water right here. I'm not for sure how much water to use, so we're gonna just pour most of the water in here. And now I'm gonna go ahead and start my timer. It said, well, let me just break this up first, then I'll start the timer. I don't wanna start the timer while I'm still trying to get the, ooh, this is gonna be messy too. I have my butter. I put some inside this cup and put it on 20 seconds. Well, I microwaved it for 10 seconds at first to make sure it didn't melt this plastic cup. And then I did another 10 seconds. So that's with that butter. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't want to spill it. We're gonna go ahead and pour this butter right over in here. Oh yeah. I think my baby's gonna love his birthday. Well, I was gonna say birthday cake. Oops, I'm cheating. Okay, get this out of here. Okay guys, so let me see if I can beat this for 2 minutes. So, got the timer right here. I'm gonna set the timer right here so we can all see it together. 2 minutes, huh? So I don't know, man, if like baking, you guys know when I was younger, someone asked me what I wanted to go to school for. I wanted to go to school to become a baker, a professional baker, because even right now today, it's a lot of money into baking, man. It is a lot of money. I can't remember what they call it. I almost said culinary arts, but I don't think that's it. But I've always wanted to go to school for baking when I was younger. And then when I got older, I kind of like lost interest in like baking food and stuff. But now that I'm back trying to do cooking videos, I decided to go ahead and, you know, give it a try. Goodness, doing this for 2 minutes, man, your arm gets tired. But I think seeing the look on my son's face, he's gonna be pretty excited. Now, I did try to make my first cake about 2 years ago. I did a YouTube video and it was an epic fail. That was 2 years ago and we're in 23, so that was back in 2021. I don't remember the exact month that I made that cake, but I do remember it was an epic fail. So 2 years later, this is my second time in my life making a cake, ever in my life making a cake. So we're gonna give it a try. I remember my mom and my grandmother doing this when I was a kid, and we used to always want to like dip our fingers in there to just taste a little. Let me just see. This cake, guys. I don't know how many more seconds we got. We're just gonna keep going for a minute here. Get this baby good and going. If y'all hear a beeping sound in the back, that's my oven going off, letting me know it's done. Oh, I remember what I did on my first cake, guys, how I screwed up. I tried to take the cake out the pan before it was cooled off, and the cake broke into little pieces, and that's what had happened. So, oh wow, it's 2 minutes and 28 seconds. Let's go ahead and stop it. And we're gonna give it a couple more spins, guys, just for good measure. Just for good measure. Okay, look at that. It's thick too, y'all. For a second, I thought I had put too much water in there, but apparently I didn't. So, I'm gonna set this in the oven, and I'm gonna check it. Well, I'm gonna have the oven light on, but I'm gonna check it every maybe 10 minutes just to see the progress of it. So this is what it's looking like, y'all. Okay. This pan, I've already cleaned this out really good. And we have Pam. Now we're gonna spray this. The object, or the reason for this right here, the pan, is to help the cake not stick to the tin pan. I don't plan on, now I don't have like a cake bowl where when the cake is done, I could actually put it in the cake bowl. But I have another pan like this. I may transfer it over, and me and Damion will cut it up together if the cake comes out. Okay, so we're just gonna get it nice. You know what? I don't even know why I end up using butter. This pan actually works pretty good. It almost acts like butter. And that's what the pan looks like. We're gonna go ahead and take the contents of our bowl. I'm gonna do it this way so you guys can see it, and just pour it right over in this pan. This pan right here was actually perfect for this size of cake. I actually have bought two types of cake, bought two kinds of cake, but they're different type of cake. I think the other one is like butterscotch or something like that. So we're just gonna pour that right over in there, just like that. Trying to get as much of it out of there as I can. I'm really hoping that it rises up, because right now it's kind of flat looking. So this is what it looks like, guys. You can actually see that butter kind of foaming up on there a little bit, kind of rising. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna set this bad boy in the oven. Again, I got the oven already preset. Oh my God, guys, I did it. I did it. I did it. Now I see what happened a couple years ago when I made my very, very first cake at home, baking my own cake. I just read the directions on the box again. It said, let the cake cool for 10 minutes after it comes out the oven before you remove it. Then let it cool for an additional 10 minutes after you remove it from the pan. So check this, guys, listen, I'm smiling because I'm so freaking excited. Like, it came out, oh my God. Oh my God, look at it, guys. It came out really good. And the good thing is it's not sticking to the pan, guys. Well, I can't do that and show you now. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is I'm hoping I can get this done before Damion wakes up so I can actually surprise him with this. So I use these oven mitts to pull it out the oven, and I didn't want to set it on my counter. So I put the oven mitts up under the really, really warm pan to let the cake cool for the first 10 minutes. But y'all know me, I'm let it cool for an additional 10 minutes, so maybe 20 minutes before I actually remove this cake from this pan. And then I'm gonna transfer it over to this plate. As I said earlier, I don't have one of those cake, what do you call those things? Like you put a cake in, you put the lid over it. Let's just call it a cake container. I don't have a cake container at the moment, but if I get into baking stuff like this right here, I'm going to get a baking container for like cake and whatever other stuff I bake. Again, I have the option between using the chocolate, or I got chocolate fudge, or I got the white fudge. I think it's called vanilla, but we're gonna use chocolate on this particular cake right here. Oh my God, guys, I'm really excited, man. I can't wait. I'm gonna turn the camera back on when I get ready to flip this dish over out of this container to put it onto this plate to make sure that it's not sticking. The problem that I had before, a couple years ago when I made this cake right here, now I realized my mistake. I actually took the cake out the oven, and immediately after it came out the oven, I attempted to flip the cake over onto a different container, like a tray or a plate or something, and it just crumbled up right in my hand. So that's what made that video a fail, because I didn't read the directions before. So this time, I'm actually gonna let it go ahead and cool off. So it is just after 5. So I'm gonna say about 5:20, 5:25, I'm gonna turn the camera back on, and we're gonna try to flip this bad boy over to this plate right here, and then we can go ahead and start dressing it up, putting this on it. Now what I did, I'm kind of kicking myself in the butt. I should have brought some type of like little sprinkles for the cake, but I don't know about you guys, but just for me, I don't like those sprinkles. Like I can't stand the sprinkles. So we're gonna probably use a butter knife or a spoon. If Damion wakes up before I get this done, I'm gonna actually have him to help me put the frosting on the cake so you guys can actually witness him help me out. But if not, I'm just want to just surprise him with a cake. We're going to cut it together and we're going to give it a try. And hopefully he doesn't make a mess, which he's going to make a mess. Look, that's what he does. I told y'all before, I don't even clean up anymore. When Deion takes a nap, I don't even clean up nothing. I just leave everything right where it's at. It don't make it, I mean, it makes no sense for me to clean up. But anyway, ooh, I'm so excited. Look at that, man. Look at this, man. I was startled at first because when I first opened the oven, I went like this to the pan, and this was solid, but this top part, it like wiggled like it was really wet. So I let it go for an additional 8 minutes. I timed everything this time. I let it go for an additional 8 minutes, and it came out perfect. So some people say dip a fork in it to make sure that the center is done, but it was in the oven long enough where I'm not gonna really do all that, but let's just see. So we're gonna let this cool off. I just want to say real quick, man, sometimes, you know, it's the small things that we as parents do. Sometimes it's the small things that really matter, and we don't really realize that. We always think this is about big things, you know. Sometimes it's really not the big things that matter. You can do something really simple, it's like baking your child a cake, surprising them with something that they'll love, something that he could, you know, have later on down the line to remember. But anyway, this has been cooling off for a little bit, so I'm really hoping that this actually comes out of the pan without ripping, tearing, or breaking. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna grab an edge, let you guys see this more time before it comes out. I sprayed a lot of that Pam non-stick stuff in here just for this moment. So this is the moment of truth, guys. Oh, it's moving. Oh my God, look at this. Oh, look, oh my God, guys. I don't want to get too close. The steam is still coming off of it. We're gonna lay this right down just like that. Oh yes. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, I did it. I really did it, y'all. Look at this, non-stick. If I wanted to use this pan again right here, I won't say I would put it in my dishwasher, but if I wanted to use this pan again, because it's still so clean, I could actually just rinse it off with some dish liquid and water and put it, you know, store it back in my pantry and use it for something else. But, you know, a little food for thought, but this is like what it's looking like, guys. Look at this. Again, I don't want to get it too close because of the steam. It came right out the pan. It's not sticking or anything. This is an extremely proud moment for me right now. I know you guys might think, dude, it's just a cake that you made, but this is big to me because one thing about baking, I've always been intimidated about baking snacks and stuff like that, sweets. I've always did stuff like, you know, pork chops in the oven or ribs in the oven, you know, or something like that that's pertaining to oven. But this is really like my first time successfully making something like this. So according to the menu, according to the box said to let this cool in the pan before I actually moved it or transferred it over to the next pan for 10 minutes. I let it cool for like 18 or 19 minutes. We'll just say 20 minutes. And now it's telling me to let it cool for an additional 10 minutes before I actually add the frosting to it. So Deion is still asleep. It is getting close to 6 o'clock right now. And maybe I'll have this already done before he gets up and I can just surprise him with it. But again, if he wakes up during the process, I'm gonna let him help me put the frosting on the cake. But this is what it looks like again, guys. I am overly excited. Put it closer to the light so you guys can see. I mean, it's not, man, wow. I think I'm gonna like this cake. Well guys, my little man, he's still knocked out sleep right now, but it won't be long. It's just like about 6:15, so I got about 20 minutes before I wake him up. That way he'll go to sleep still at a decent, reasonable time at night. So now I got the cake fully cooled off on my dish. I still don't know how I'm gonna cover this up, guys, when it's done, like when I get everything done and after we eat some of it. But what I'm gonna do right now, before I even put the frosting on there, I'm gonna cut it towards the center just to make sure it's not glued up on the inside or anything like that. So you're just gonna take this little butter knife. Oh, it's thin, it's moist. Oh yes, oh yes, oh we in there. Oh yes, we in there. This is not gooey like it was before when I did it. It's still pretty hot for the most part too. Yes, this is a proud moment. So now I feel extremely comfortable going ahead and putting this on here. So we're gonna go ahead and open up our frosting. I will be using a butter knife. I don't have one of those, what you call them, things that they use, a utensil that they use to actually smear it. So I'm gonna use a butter knife and gently try to go over it with the frosting. I don't know if I'm gonna use this whole entire chocolate because, woo, Damion is definitely a very energized baby. And for him to eat this much chocolate, he will be up all night. And I'm gonna tell you why I believe that he's gonna like this cake. You guys ever watch videos, eating videos with me or his mom in it? Or like when Damion is with his mom and they do like an eating video or something? Damion is a cornbread person. He loves cornbread. So imagine him thinking this is cornbread with chocolate on it. He's gonna really go all in. Uh-oh, let me be a little careful. Again, I'm not a professional at doing this, guys, so this is like one of my first times. I don't think the video I did a couple years ago, I don't think I even made it to the frosting. As a matter of fact, I didn't make it to the frosting on the cake. I never made it that far because the cake actually broke into pieces because I took it out the oven and immediately tried to take it out the pan without letting it cool. So I found out 2 years later, it's as simple as following directions. That's why I went wrong at. I simply didn't follow directions. So this may not be the best frosting type on the cake. So don't drag me too bad, guys. This may not be the best frosting, but we're gonna get it on there. Or do I need to say what y'all know I'm gonna say? You know what, I'll just say it. This may not be the best frosting, but as Damion Cryer would say, it's never about the process, only about the results. I mean that. I mean that. Somebody tried to argue with me one time, oh, it is about the process. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. If you go to a bank to cash your check, you're not interested in hearing anything that teller has to tell you. Only thing you want is that check cash, right? It's not about the process, it's about the results. You want to walk out of that bank with the results. Your check cashed, cash in your pocket. And that is the truth. I don't remember, somebody tried to argue with me like a couple years ago about, oh, it is about the process. No, bro. Not in my book. I guess we all got different codes that we live by. And one of the codes I live by is, yeah, you need the process to get to where you're going. But when you've already got the process completed, it's just about the results. The process of this cake is already completed. I'm putting the frosting on. So it's just about the results. I guess sprinkles would have made it look a little better. I guess I can kind of pretty it up a little bit just to, you know, for video purposes. Because when it's going in my stomach and when it's going in Damion's stomach, ain't nobody caring about how it looks. It's about how it tastes. So we're gonna just smooth. Oh, I don't wanna take too much frosting off that end. I don't know if I need to like, you guys think I need to put frosting on the sides of it? Like down here? I don't know. I'm gonna give it a try though. Add a little bit on there. Hey, you know what? I didn't realize, man, just how much fun this is. I'm dead serious. Just doing a cake, man. Like, who would ever thought? I would have never in a million years thought I would really enjoy just baking a cake and putting frosting on it. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say, well, guys, this isn't my best work. You know, this, I have to say, this is my first time. So until I do it 5 or 6, 7 more times, I'm gonna say, this is my best work. And then you know what the beautiful thing about it is? I can look back on this video one day and say, wow, I said that was my best work. But later on down the line, who knows, maybe that's gonna change. I'm gonna go ahead and just add some frosting to the edges, guys, to the sides of it. Cover the whole thing up, make it more appetizing. good. You guys comment down below in the comment section if you guys want to see me do more baked snacks. And if you do, drop a comment, man. I may go get something this weekend. This week coming up. Depends on what you guys ask me to bake in the comment section. I may go get a few items for you guys and bake. Now, if you guys ask me to do cookies, oh my God. I don't know why I'm so intimidated about cookies. I know some people who can bake cookies perfectly. Well, I guess it comes with practice, like I just said earlier. Practice. Following instructions. Following instructions is the key. Almost done, guys. I'm almost done. I hope Damion don't grab this thing, because he's... I can see Damion grabbing this thing and smearing it all over the furniture. I'm gonna be mad. Almost got it, guys. We got a little bit more to go. You guys notice I'm using a real plate for this, right? Whenever I do a video, you guys always see me using Tupperware or plastic plates, because I don't want to do any dishes. I got a dishwasher, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I hardly really use it, because it's mainly just me here. If I dirty something up, I just go through it, clean it up real quick. I know how that is. Let me taste this frosting. Ooh, I might be up for a while tonight after eating this. So now I'm just gonna clean it up a little bit. So this is what it looks like. It's not, professional, but I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. I'm gonna clean the plate up, make it look a little bit more appetizing. I mean, this is what they do when you go buy a cake. It don't come out like when they put their frosting and stuff, when they have to clean up the little dish and stuff before they actually sell it. But yeah, this is it, guys. I guess the last thing I have to do now is just wait for my little man to wake up. But, which is a good thing, we got about 9 more minutes before we wake him up. But I guess the good thing is, during that 9 minutes before he wakes up, or before I wake him up, I can let the cake go ahead and finish cooling off and stuff. I got some ribs in the oven that we had baked yesterday in the oven. I actually baked a slab of ribs in the oven last night. And we're gonna probably eat those for dinner today, because there's nothing wrong with those ribs. So we end up, me and Damion, between me and him, we end up eating like a half a slab of those ribs, which was like 6 bones. And we still had like a few bones left, so I end up warming that up for dinner. And after that, we're gonna try some of this cake. But when he wake up, I'm gonna surprise him with this cake, and then we're gonna end this video off. Yeah, look, Daddy got something for you. Look, you see that? You wanna try your cake? Go ahead and taste the frosting. Taste it. Let's see if you like it. You like the frosting? Oh Lord, here goes the mess. You got some on your chin right there. Oh shoot. Well, we know you like the frosting, so let Dad cut you a small piece. Here, Daddy gonna cut you a little piece. Ooh, let's go. There you go. Let's see what you're gonna do with that. You like it? Why you make the face? Ooh, it looks so rich. Come on, let's see you get down with it. Show me how you eat it. Eat that bad boy, man. Show Dad you ain't no joke. The first cake I ever made for you. I just want to see you just pick a piece of it up and eat it. Quit eating all the frosting. Eat some of the cake, man. You like it? Here, let me try to break your little piece off. Here, look. Try it out. Oh yeah, he didn't spit it out. See, I know my son, if he didn't like it, he would just lick it and throw it. Okay, a success. His reaction was so priceless. Just the way he took that first bite. There you go, get some more of that frosting. Well guys, it looks like it was definitely a success. So I'm gonna turn this camera off and let him make the biggest mess he wanna make ever. It don't really matter. Oh yeah, he's throwing it down. Oh yeah, he in there. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he's liking that Frosty more than anything, man. I'm trying to see him grab that big old piece and tear it up. Oh well, you know, it's all good, man. But I want to say thank you guys for watching, man. I love y'all so much. Y'all the best. Until next time, it's your boy Damion Crier. Gang.